Welcome to Scale Modeling Videos. In today's video I will be showing you how to create streaking effects on a model. In this video I will show you two techniques on how to create streaking effects, as you can see here. I will combine those two techniques to create the effect that you see here. You can use either one of the techniques, or you can choose to combine the two techniques as well. There is also a third technique that you can use to create this effect, and that is by using a dot filter. To see how to do that, please have a look in the video in the top right hand corner there. The first technique that I will show you will use a simple enamel based wash to create this effect. The second technique will use a very specific wash designed to create streaking grime effects. The first thing I'm going to do is to ensure my model is properly sealed. And in order to do that, I'm going to use Pledge Floor Care to gloss coat the model, as you're seeing here. I'm going to let this dry for 1 day. Once the gloss coat has dried, I will now apply an enamel wash. Here I am using SMS Enamel Wash Black. I am going to apply the wash on all the edges of the model, and also on the edges of objects that are protruding out from the model, as these little pieces are here, as you can see. Okay, the video will explain the process. I'm going to let the wash dry for about half an hour. After the wash has dried, I am now going to clean it using an earbud dipped in Tamiya X20 enamel thinner. Okay. Now, after I dip the earbud in enamel thinner, I just wipe it using a cloth before I start applying it onto the model. Now, as I clean the wash, I move the earbud in a vertical direction, either up or down the model, creating the streaking grime effect. Okay, as you see here. So I'm moving the earbud downwards to create the wash effect, the grime effect, the streaking grime effect. As the earbud gets dirty, I can either clean it or use that paint on the earbud to create more streaking grime effects. The video will explain the rest of this process. Here is what the model looks like after I have cleaned the enamel wash off. Okay, as you can see, there is some subtle streaking effects going on the model. Now, the next technique I'm going to show you is using Vallejo's streaking grime. Now, before I apply the streaking grime, I have applied decals onto the model and I have not sealed them. Okay, I would advise that if you use this technique and you've applied decals, please seal them using a gloss coat. Okay. The next technique that I am going to use is with a Vallejo's streaking grime wash. Now this wash is designed specifically to create streaking grime effects. Now I am using a flat brush to apply the wash. I am applying the wash to areas where I wish I want to create a streaking grime effect from. Okay. After I apply the wash, I don't really wait very long for it to dry. I just dip my brush into some acrylic thinner, as the wash is an acrylic wash, as you see here. Then I clean the brush with a cotton cloth, and then I start pushing the wash downwards, as you see here. Okay. Now this leaves a streaking grime effect, as you can see, and if I've applied too much, then I just clean it off using the acrylic thinner. If I have applied too much wash and it has dried and I want to remove it, I just use an earbud, dip it in acrylic thinner and clean it off. Okay, or you can also use water as well. The video will explain the rest of this process. Here's what the front of the model looks like after applying the second technique on top of the first technique. And as you can see, applying both techniques creates a really good effect on the model. Next, I am going to apply Pledge Floor Care to gloss coat the model and seal all my work in. Okay, this is primarily to seal all the decals as well because I did not seal them earlier. Now, you do not need to do this step if you have finished your weathering process here. You can just flat coat the model if you wish from this point onwards. I will let the gloss coat dry for about 24 hours before I then apply the matte coat. I am using Alclad Hair Coat Matte to apply a flat coat on top of the model. Here is what the model looks like with the streaking grime effects applied. Okay, so I've used a technique using an enamel wash. I then have used Vallejo streaking grime on top of that. So we have 2 layers of streaking grime, and that's how we've got this streaking effect on the model. Okay, I hope you guys liked the video. For more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.